Your first reaction to this question should be that it is insane looking. Look at, we've got fractions, we've got this mystery r, we've got this other thing on the that has a fraction but also not a complete fraction. It just looks insane. That is a good sign, right? If you've noticed that the algebra in a question is crazy, you should try to avoid it. That's your brain telling you, don't do algebra here. Now, we could solve this by doing something called synthetic division or long division of polynomials. I am not going to teach it because it is so dumb, because it's also very, very prone to careless mistakes. The best way to handle this is our favorite strategy for complicated algebra: arithmetize. Take the algebra and magically turn it into arithmetic by picking a number. Notice that they tell us to find r, one of the variables in the question, but x does not need to be found. The only thing that tells us about x is that it can't be equal to 2, but doesn't say it can't be equal to other things, so we should just make it something really easy. In this case, I would make my life as easy as possible and arithmetize that x is equal to 0. It's going to be a placeholder, so let's just get rid of them all and see what happens. So any term that has an x is now going to disappear, right? This goes away, 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 right? Because 0 times 4 is going to be 0, so the 4x is going to disappear. So when all of that arithmetizing is done, we are going to be left with 1 over negative 2 plus 10, or equals 10 plus r over, and I forgot to cross out one of the x's, negative 2. So let me just rewrite that. 1 over negative 2 is equal to 10 plus r over negative 2. Now, because there's still a little bit of complicated algebra here, I would probably just multiply to get rid of some stuff. So let's multiply everything by 2 just to make a lot of these 2's disappear. So that's going to become negative 1 on the left here equals, we're going to distribute 20 plus negative r. So there's a little bit of a negative that's going to cause some problems, but it's okay. We can now subtract and we can get our answer. Minus 20 from both sides leaves me with negative 21 is equal to negative r. Therefore, r is equal to 21, and that is the answer. So look, this crazy looking algebra question became much simpler. We still needed to do a tiny bit of algebra, but it was far less complicated than it would have been if we had done the more algebraic textbook solution from the start. Listen to your brain. If you look at a question and you are like, I don't really want to do this algebra, this looks insane, then listen to it. Try not to do the algebra, at least try the strategies. They might not always work, but they're going to work most of the time, and at the very least, you have something to do to get that hard question right. Because otherwise, what else are you going to do on a question like this? Just give up and guess? Hey, arithmetize here saves us the 10 points. Absolutely worth keeping that strategy ready to go for all those times that you don't want to do the algebra.